Welcome back to Mahi English classes. Now I will start the second part of class 9 Beehive, The Sound of Music, which deals with Bismillah Khan, the Shahnai player Bismillah Khan ji. Now first I will discuss the theme of the story. The theme of the story is how Bismillah Khan made a Shahnai popular and raised it to the present level. That means in the earlier days it was only played in the courts of kings, emperors, or at times on the occasion of weddings. But due to Bismillah Khan's efforts, now Shahnai is considered as an instrument on which the classical music is also played. That means without Shahnai, classical music is incomplete. And now it is also known abroad also. People who are listening to the music abroad, the classical music, they now know what Shahnai is. Now the story also highlights the plain and the simple life preferred by Bismillah Khan ji. In spite of success in the world of cinema, he stayed away from the glamour. He stayed away from the glamour of Bollywood. He won many awards, including the prestigious Bharat Ratna. Even then, he lived a simple and normal life. Now, being offered to stay abroad, he refused to go abroad because his roots were in India. So, he preferred to stay in India. Now, we will see the summary. The Emperor Aurangzeb did not like the music of Pungi. That means King Aurangzeb, Emperor Aurangzeb did not like the music of Pungi. That is why he banned playing music of Pungi in his courts. Then a Babur improved and gave a new style to Pungi, in which he attached the pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than Pungi, and that in this way Pungi was converted into Shahnai. He made seven holes on the body of the pipe. This is how the Shahnai was born. Okay, the born means how the Pungi was was changed into Shahnai. The Babur first played it in Shah's chamber. The instrument was named Shahnai as it was first played for the Shah by Nai. Nai means in Hindi it is Nai, in English it is Babur. Now Bismillah Khan was a great Shahnai player, and he was born on 21st March 1916 into a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. That means other members in his families were also known to music, and they also played other musical instruments. His grandfather Rasul Baks Khan played the Shahnai at the Bhojpur King's Court. His father Paigambar Baks and uncles were also great Shahnai players. That means it was in his genes. From one generation to another, Shahnai was played in his family. He learned to play the Shahnai from his uncle Ali Baks, who played it at the Vishnu temple of Banaras. He practiced playing at the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maya, and on the banks of Ganga. He used to play in various places. He used to play these Shahnai. He got a big break at the opening of All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938. That means first chance he got to play was in All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938. Bismillah Khan greeted the nation with his Shahnai when India gained independence on 15th August 1949. He was responsible for bringing the Shahnai from temples to weddings to the classical stage. That means Bismillah Khan was the person who brought Shahnai from temples to classical stage. Bismillah Khan won many awards and lot of recognition in his lifetime. He won national awards, Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan. In 2001, he was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna. King Zahir of Afghanistan gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. His composition Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya was a nationwide chartbuster. He composed music for Vikram Kannada venture, Sanadhi Aparna. He became the first Indian to be invited to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in the United States. Means Bismillah Khan was invited in United States to play for Lincoln Center in Lincoln Center Hall. He participated in the World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival, and in the Osaka Trade Fair. Today, an auditorium in Tehran is named after him, that is Tahar Mosiki Ustad Bismillah Khan. Now we will see the significant stages of the story in the second part. The Pungi was banned by Emperor Aurangzeb. That means Aurangzeb banned Pungi because he didn't like the music of Pungi, and the Babur has converted Pungi into Shehnai. Second point is Ustad Bismillah Khan is credited with bringing the Shehnai onto the classical stage. Bismillah Khan was the person who brought Shehnai to the classical stage. Because it was considered auspicious, the Shehnai was limited only to weddings and temples till recent times. Complicated rags were also considered beyond the capability of the instrument till Bismillah Khan began improvising with it. The third significance is Bismillah Khan was born into a family of famous Shehnai players. As I've told you before also, that the other members in his family were also playing Shehnai before Bismillah Khan, and he learned Shehnai from his uncles. The influence of his family members helped Bismillah Khan pick up Shehnai from an early age. That means since the beginning he has started learning how to play Shehnai. Accompanying his uncle, who used to play the Shehnai at the Vishnu temple in Banaras, not only provided valuable training but also let the waters of the Ganga inspire the young musician. Young musician means Bismillah Khan. The fourth point is encouragement and opportunity came at the young age. At 14, Bismillah Khan was encouraged by the great vocalist Ustad Fayaz Khan, and then the opening of an all India radio station in Lucknow, providing him with the opportunity to showcase his talent. Means from home, All India Radio gave him the chance to play Shehnai, and like this he became famous. Fifth point, many memorable performances and awards followed. That means many memorable moments were there in which he performed good, and he was awarded with various awards. Playing the Shehnai from the Red Fort on 15th August 1947 added to the maestro's fame. That means playing Shehnai on 15th August 1947 has added positive in his life. Performances in countries like USA, Canada, Japan and Iran brought international acclaim. That means not only in India but also in abroad he played Shehnai, and he has introduced Shehnai in various countries. His contribution to music was recognized with many prestigious awards including Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award. He was awarded with Bharat Ratna. Next point is, despite his success, he refused to leave his beloved Banaras. He was given a chance to stay abroad, but even then he refused to go abroad and settle there. He remained in India. That means the Ganga and the temples of Banaras had inspired his music, and the great musician continued to live in the old city until his death in 2006. Though he was a renowned person now, but he refused to live in other countries and stayed in Banaras till 2006 when he was dead. The fact that a devout Muslim like him played the Shehnai every morning at the Hindu temple in Banaras is a symbol of India's rich cultural heritage and religious harmony. Though he was a Muslim person, but he used to play Shehnai in temples. Now, what is the character of Bismillah Khan Ji? Bismillah Khan Ji is a legendary name in the world of music. He belonged to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. At the age of 3, his mother took him to his maternal uncle's home in Banaras, now Varanasi, which is now called as Varanasi. The child was fascinated by his uncle playing of Shehnai, so he was motivated by the music of Shehnai, which was played by his uncle. Soon he started getting lessons from his uncle how to play this instrument. He practiced throughout the day by the banks of Ganga and perfected his skill. And the saying is this, that practice makes the man perfect. So he continued playing Shehnai and he became a perfect in playing Shehnai. At the age of 14, he performed in Allahabad Music Conference and in 1938 joined All India Radio, which gave him a chance to become famous in life. On 15th August 1947, he became the first Indian to greet the new nation with his Shehnai from Red Fort. His audience included Jawaharlal Nehru. That means when he played Shehnai first on 15th August 1947, Jawaharlal Nehru was also there. Bismillah Khan was given memorable performances in India and abroad and earned international fame. He became the first Indian to perform at the Lincoln Center Hall in the United States. He took part in World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Arts Festival and in Okasa Trade Fair. Bismillah Khan has been honored with national awards like Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan and the Padma Vibhushan. In 2001, Indian highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, was given to him. Now I hope that you have understood the chapter. Please like and subscribe my channel, My English Classes. Thank you.